What's going on, everybody? Civil here. I have a hell of a video coming for you guys today, so don't you dare click through a single second of this. Let's roll the intro. Let's get into this. I'm very, very excited to talk about it. If you want to take your Madden game to the next level, make sure you check out my offensive and defensive ebooks over on acemadden.com. Links will be in the description below. So what we're talking about today is a concept that honestly I've used on and off throughout the year. I probably should have used it a lot more, to be 1000% honest with you. D-Croft's used this, some other really good pro players use this, and it's been built to keep scrambling quarterbacks inside the pocket. So if you guys ever played like Gun Bunch, as you see right here, near close flex is a concept, as you see one of my friends is online. It's a concept that's going to keep players inside the pocket. It's going to be a real pain in the ass to be able to break contain here. And so the whole idea is this really. So we're going to go in, we're going to pick wide receiver post, a very standard play. And typically what you're going to see people do is contain like this, right? You're going to boom, move him in, boom, they're contained like this. This makes it very easy for everybody to cut block and get out. Everyone's seen people cut block and get out before. You just have to get your halfback to pick up that edge guy. He gets cut, and they roll out really easily. So you want to avoid that, obviously. You know, you don't want them to just be able to roll out. This is something that if you watch me play live, you see me do a few times. And if you want to watch me play live, check out the link in the description below. I play over on Twitch. We recently got partnered over there. Okay, 4 times a week. Move these contains up, though. Move them up. Now watch. It's going to be dang near impossible to get an actual cut block on this guy way out here. And you see, we don't actually get a cut block. Now, yes, we end up being able to get outside the pocket, but what you're going to see is that it corrals the quarterback to make sure he stays in the pocket longer. Notice how it takes more time for that contain to actually come down and actually really get in there. And you see right here, here's a good example where, boom, get him right here, or move him back up right here. Now, it's going to be a very huge pain to be able to get outside the pocket. Most people are going to try to scramble just like this, and it's going to be a pain. It's going to be very difficult for people to be able to do. Now, one thing to note is that in practice mode, this is a little bit harder to showcase because practice mode, they suck into blocks harder. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but if you try this in a game, that's where you're going to see the best success with it. And it's just the same concept over and over again, where if you just have one side, say you know they want to roll out to the right, if you have this side, it is going to be a pain. Right here's a very good example where you see they're not able to just roll out just freely as much as they would be if they're just on the line of scrimmage. So watch, if I move him on the line right here, look what I can do here with a double team right here. Boom. You're going to see that he's going to get cut block, and it's super easy. No one's over here to be able to contain us. We just have free reign to do whatever and, you know, throw a pick. But with moving these guys back, the contain is coming from an angle in which the halfback, it takes too long for him to be able to actually get in there and make that cut block. And I want to just keep showing this to you guys, because I think this is super underrated. Now, in bunch, a lot of times people are going to try to roll out to that halfback side. So let's try this. Let's say they're running wide receiver post, and they try rolling out this way. You're going to see right here, this guy comes free. Good example. It's going to be damn near impossible for them to be able to get a cut block. Now, I use this in my game against blocking. Make sure you're not skipping through it on this guy. I'm going to go into another formation that you guys are really going to want to watch me do this out of. And this is actually going to be how I set up my new near close flex defense. So this is how I actually did against blocking. This is what held blocking like 3 points, and he threw me, I think, 2 or 3 picks. But once again, you see, it's damn near impossible. Now, right there, we do engage, and we are able to get out up the middle, but most people are trying to roll out by scrambling out wide, and this is taking that away in its entirety. So let's break down another formation of where this is a very good concept out of and how to use it against it. So something like near close flex. We've seen people run this 1,000 times, right? We've all seen this. You can go into 3-3-5 wide. Now, obviously, you don't have to. You do this concept out of different things and move these guys back. Now, if you move these linebackers back, it's going to be the same concept. It's the exact same concept. If I could just latch onto the middle guy, the middle linebacker. So, okay, get him out of the gap. But you see right here, boom. And it's going to be almost impossible to be able to roll out very easily. Right here we see, we try to take off, be able to throw our corner out like most people try to, and we're not going to be able to get it. That's where this is so cool, because it forces people to have to stay in the pocket. And it takes almost no time at all. Move him back, boom, contain. Move him back, boom. Right there, and we're already set. It's that simple. You're able to do this out of so many different formations. You know, so many people like this concept right here, and they're going to try to roll out and throw that corner out. And it's going to be hard, especially if you have a fast linebacker right here. It's going to be very, very difficult for them to be able to just roll out freely. And that's where that speed at linebacker is going to be coming into effect. But it's damn near impossible to just be able to roll out just freely on this. Now, once again, this is practice mode, so it plays a little bit differently, and that's honestly why we're having a little bit of troubles in demonstrating this. But if you try this in-game, which is something that if you want to watch it in-game, make sure you check out one of my live streams. Right there was a very good example of it, where we're just not able to watch or not able to roll out at all. That's where the beauty of this defense is, because it's going to force people who want to roll out in these offenses like near close flex, in these offenses like gun bunch, to sit in the pocket. Now, the second part of this defense, okay, now this is what's really, really cool, is check out who we have right here at nose tackle. We have Fletcher Cox. Now, I want to show you guys all something what Fletcher Cox has, and I don't actually think I can show it. You're right, I can't show it in practice mode, but nonetheless, Fletcher Cox has power specialist. This is awesome when it's at this D tackle position right here. We see where he is right in front of the right in front of the center. If he was shaded over here, it would not be nearly as good. If he was shaded over here, not nearly as good. But right in front of the center, it is awesome. So, check this out. Say you're running this defense, you know they have to sit in the pocket. Okay. Boom. Now, he's going to be going loose, and you're going to see the pocket's going to collapse. Now, he didn't actually get the sack, but he collapses the pocket pretty well. He does a very, very, very good job of collapsing this pocket. Now, I do want to see if this will play any different on each hash, but I'm fairly confident. I already know damn near that this isn't going to be any different depending on hashes. And honestly, it really is kind of nuts that this concept right here is so good. And honestly, I remember that I used to do this last night on a live stream over on Twitch. That this is something I enjoy doing right here. Every once in a while, this is something I do need to know. Every once in a while, they will take a very, very bad angle with that pursuit downhill or pursuit in that contain, and that is something that you do have to be wary of. But with that being said, even though that is a thing, I won't sit here and like lie to you guys. That is a thing that they will take just awful pursuits like we saw right there. It's a lot better than getting your contain cut blocked, because I know that's what a lot of you guys are doing right now. Right here's a good example. Can't really roll out. Try to chicken dance him. You want some speed right there. You want speed, you want someone big, long, fast, strong, all that good stuff. You want someone right there to be able to really catch that quarterback if he tries rolling out. But it's going to be a consistent thing where just move a contain back, and they're going to have a lot of troubles being able to actually do it. And if you want to do something like this even, you could. You could. Where you spread your D-line, and that'll help just have almost damn near like a double contain. Right here, that's why you want someone fast. That is why you want someone fast right there. I'm not sure who 54 is. But that's a good example where you want that speed coming in from that linebacker spot, because they will need to catch him a little bit. They will need to catch him sometimes. Sometimes they will get caught a little behind. And Kruger Hill actually is a little bit of a faster guy. But I mean, you're able to see how good this is, or how good this is at making sure you don't get cut blocked. You know, I am trying to cut block him right here. And at the very worst, right there we see Fletcher Cox making a move, and we see, I'm gonna jump in instant replay, how if I were just to immediately roll out right here, there's nowhere for me to go. I'm unable to. This is not something I can do. You see him coming off the edge free, and the halfback, a lot of times the halfbacks will dumb out and won't recognize him either. And at the very least, with this type of defense, it will delay them to make the quarterback have to sit in the pocket. And we all have played people who just want to immediately roll out. This will stop the people who want to immediately roll out. Look, when I snap this ball and try to immediately roll out, right there was a good example of it kind of being a little slow. But nonetheless, we also had him, or not even slow, taking a bad pursuit angle, but nonetheless, we still immediately were chasing the quarterback. Immediately, we came free enough to be able to chase the quarterback. And honestly, that's going to be good enough a lot of times, because a lot of times, it's going to look more like this. You know, in the normal defenses and normal contained defenses, it's going to look a lot more like this, where they have free reign. Whereas in this defense, at the very least, they're going to have somebody trailing them. And we actually held onto that ball, or caught that ball. That's actually kind of nuts. Okay. But I think this is a very, very, very underutilized thing. And this honestly is going to become, I'm going to make this some sort of my near close flex defense out of this style of blitzing with these contains. And you can't ask for much more. You really can't. Right there, just a really, really, really bad angle. That's honestly, I haven't seen it ever be that terrible of an angle. I want to do it one more time just to make sure that does not happen again. Because that angle was actually really, really bad. But it's going to be... That's the only weird thing with it, because it is like this is a kind of a glitchy adjustment, and so sometimes the game literally just can't handle it. Right there we see Yeah, so that's more what we're expecting every time. Kruger Hill coming free, getting off that tackle. And we see it doing a great job of containing the quarterback. Now, if you guys have not already, make sure for more content just like this, go finishing out Madden 20, but also going into Madden 21 from a professional player and one of the best crews in all of Madden. I have the best knowledge in all of Madden. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure if you have not already, hit the like button. Directly helps me in the YouTube algorithm. Drop a hashtag CivWave in the comment section below. Check out one of my live streams. Links in the description below as well. I'll see you guys all in the next video.